Hey guys, welcome back to the DC Unknown podcast. I'm Devin,
And it's Chris.
and we did not get assassinated by the Illuminati
Luckily,
in the time that it took to record our last episode last week and then recording this one this week. Uh, the Illuminati has not hunted us down, and the fact that you are listening to this right now is proof that we have survived until Saturday, and today is Tuesday. So we've got 5 days to survive to then upload this podcast. So hopefully you're listening to it right now.
hopefully, we still have a chance. Or does the Illuminati not exist? That's what we're about to dive into today. Devin, how
Uh,
do you want to start off with this one?
well, I think the best place to start is to discuss the fact that the Illuminati, at least at one point, was in fact a real organization. It was created on May 1st, 1776, under the name the Order of the Illuminati, but it wasn't around for very long. It was pretty short lived,
Hmm.
and that's because the French government and the Illuminati was in Bavaria. Um, so, you know, in Germany, I think.
Yeah, the founder was Adam Weishaupt. I'm pretty sure I just completely cut that last name, butchered it up. But yeah, he died in 1830. So was this before? This was definitely after they disbanded it. So he experienced his creation down the drain.
Yeah, the original Order of the Illuminati was forced to disband by the government when in 1784 they banned secret societies, and
Yeah.
uh, the funny thing was they weren't even targeting the Order of the Illuminati. They saw them as, it was a pretty small organization, so they didn't really pay any mind to you know this little group of nobodies. They didn't care about them.
Hmm.
Uh, what they actually wanted to do was they wanted to get rid of the Freemasons, which, if you know anything about the Freemasons, obviously that didn't work. So
Yeah.
this government order to disband all secret societies didn't even work for
The main
the
purpose.
main society that they
Yeah.
were trying to target. Uh, but theorists refuse to believe that the order truly broke up, and they think that it eventually grew into an organization of massive size and seized world power and still holds it to this day.
Yeah, you can see that with like many celebrities they thought that they thought was a part of the Illuminati, considering like including Jay-Z, Beyonce, Barack Obama, the Barack Obama, our president, one of the past presidents we have, Pope Francis, the Pope at this current video is still the Pope, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Michael Jordan were all considered a part of the Illuminati. Devin, what do you think? Do you think this is like true, or what do you think?
So they're saying it's a pretty inclusive club, is basically what you're
Yeah, you had to
saying.
be super
But
famous.
yeah, but honestly, I don't buy it, not even a little.
Yeah, why is
I
that?
think I think the original Illuminati was the only Illuminati that ever existed. I think it was only around for those 8 years, and then it just kind of fizzled out of existence. But you know, some theorists who believe this theory would say now that I'm a part of it, probably. They
Yeah,
would probably say that the only reason I deny it is because I am either
it's a
blinded
possibility.
or I am a part of it.
It's a possibility, guys. I mean, tell us what you think in the comments. Is Devin actually part of the Illuminati? Is he actually just doing this to shed light that it does not exist? Is that the whole reason why he's doing this podcast right now? Let us know in the comments what you guys think if this is your theory. But
Well, then let me throw the question back to you. What do you think? You think the Illuminati exists today?
I'm gonna say from my personal experience and my thoughts and stuff, I'm gonna say no. But I'm not gonna throw out the idea that it could possibly exist still. Like that's a pretty
Yeah,
like if famous people were a part of it, you'd think that they wouldn't say anything.
I absolutely have to
And
press X out on this one.
they'd probably
I
they'd probably defend the like they would probably have the money to protect themselves from anybody like just like finding out on them and stuff, and they probably have cover-ups and everything. So like that's the main reason why it could be a possibility. What do
So,
you?
yep, you've heard it here first, folks. DC Unknown officially denies the existence of the Illuminati. In other words, we're part of it.
Yeah, if you deny it, you're a part of it. Basically, it's the new modern day rumor going around with the Illuminati, as you can see from many past memes and just social media experiences.
Now, of course, there are other ways to be accused of being in the Illuminati, and some of those are that people point to hand signals all the time.
Mhm.
If you're aware of the OK sign,
Oh
you know
yeah,
the
the
finger
circle,
circle with the
other fingers
three
hanging up.
fingers, yep, splayed out. Yeah, they say that that is a sign of the Illuminati because you can make the circle with the finger, and
That just
then
sounds ridiculous.
the other three fingers are the top of sixes. So that, they say that the OK sign makes 666. Jay Z is especially infamous for doing this one, and this one is the triangle around the eye, uh,
Oh yeah,
making a triangle with both your hands and then putting
I'm
it
doing that right
around one
now.
of your eyes. I actually was too. I'm not sure why I'm actually because I did the OK one as
The
well,
same,
which I'm
same.
not sure why because it's not like anybody can actually it's not like anybody watching this can actually see us.
And I
So
bet everybody in this video started doing it too. Who's watching this right now? Started
most
putting up
likely,
this.
yeah.
Maybe that's how they recruit people. They're brainwashing us right now to do those symbols. Maybe that's it.
DC Unknown, the interactive podcast.
Yeah, we get you guys to do the symbols with us, and then maybe one day, you get a letter in the mail, and it'll be the Illuminati saying, "Hey, join our cult."
The invitation to the Illuminati. It's the one invitation that you'll get in your life.
You
You
actually,
absolutely you cannot refuse it because if you do refuse it, they'll just kidnap you.
and then rape you. No, just kidding. They're not gonna rape you. That's bad.
It's
Hashtag
like
positivity.
there's a yep, just like a bad joke, bad joke.
Bad joke. No,
We got to hit the
retreat.
reverse button on that.
We're sorry, government, if you're listening to our podcast somehow.
Regret.
We're not making fun of your organization at all.
Speech level 0
Speech level zero, dude. That's where I'm at
pops
right
up in
now.
the corner. Everyone disliked that.
True that. That joke was awful. I'm so sorry,
Hey,
everybody.
don't hate on us. Peace,
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 peace, peace,
everyone,
peace.
peace.
2 fingers up right now, peace. Index
I
finger
do,
and
I do. I have
yeah,
the peace signs
and
up right now.
whoa, hold up. We're linked. DC
Yeah,
unknown linked to Illuminati question mark.
we're just on the same wavelength here.
Yeah.
So,
Back
uh,
on topic.
yeah, another thing that can lead to accusations is when people film their music videos.
Yeah.
This, this is mainly, well, not mainly. This is pretty much exclusively for, uh,
Artist.
yeah, music artists.
Hmm.
Where their music videos, people will say triangles or pentagrams are signs of being in the Illuminati. Sixes once again, and then also eyes,
Oh,
which
yeah.
the reason for all those being associated with the Illuminati is because the Illuminati is actually very commonly uh, linked to Satanism and Luciferianism.
Hmm.
So, they automatically think that if you're in the Illuminati, well, and if you're accused of being in the Illuminati, then they automatically think you either worship yourself or worship the devil.
Yeah, like this is probably like the main reason why everybody's like obsessed with the Illuminati, because for some reason everybody on the internet just loves Lucifer, and we don't know why, but it's just the thing that goes around, and I think that's why it got so pop culture, and honestly never popped up really until the 2000s. Like no one ever
Right.
talked about the Illuminati.
Yeah. I,
So,
I think their popularity definitely grew as the internet grew. 'Cause as we grow into a more and more connected
mhm,
world, then these people who all share these like beliefs where they're like, oh yeah, the Illuminati, they're the ones in control. Even they allow our governments to pretend that they're in control when they're actually getting orders from the Illuminati, which
mhm.
I'm not sure. It's like how do you people come up with this stuff? It's crazy that
Yeah, I mean, you never know,
and
but
they're
it's kind
which
of.
and of course, as we continue to talk about this and continue to deny their existence, we're just digging ourselves in a deeper and deeper hole of Illuminati accusations.
Oh yeah, like the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill. That's what everyone's they're just obsessed with it. But
Yeah, everyone loves that one.
that one, you said, can be like some type of symbol of pop culture. What do you think? Do
Yeah,
you think that's related at all?
I'm not sure what the all-seeing eye on the dollar bill stands for. Some people have said that like its design, of course they theorize about the Illuminati influence behind it, but others have pointed out that maybe it's symbolism for
Mm,
like the eye of God, like watching over
yeah.
the country, and I kind of feel like, especially know uh like the people, well, not, I don't know them, but knowing the beliefs of the people who founded our country, I think the second one is a lot more likely,
Mm,
uh because most of the founding fathers were in fact believers of the Christian faith. So I think that the second one, that this is uh saying that it's the all-seeing eye of God watching over the nation. I think that one's a lot more likely than Illuminati influence. But
and I mean that also links back to the Satanism and Lucifer ism, where like maybe they weren't a believer in God. Maybe they believed in Lucifer. Maybe they were a follower of him instead of God. But I mean, we don't know now. They're all dead. But I mean, that's maybe what that's what maybe they're continuing on today. Maybe if they are in pop culture, maybe they are still like with the Lucifer idea and stuff. And but we don't know right now. There's just no evidence of it, and nowadays. But what do you think about that? Do you think that they're still that's like all they're about is like Lucifer and like and I guess worshiping him or something?
well, uh, you're asking about like all these celebrities that
Yeah.
have been. I mean, I don't with the large amount of people that we do consider famous in the world right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have to be ignorant, if you know what I mean,
Mhm.
to say that there's not one of them that is a Luciferianist. I mean, I'm sure you look at all these different rich and famous people we have in the world. I'm sure there's got to be at least one of them that worships the devil,
Oh yeah.
but I definitely don't think it's as widespread as people think it is,
Yeah.
or people claim it to be.
Yeah, that's like the main concern though, is like if they are a part of it, then this is like kind of like a serious group because, you know, Lucifer was not the best of, you know, of I guess the religion history. You know, he was a bad guy and everything. And I think, you know, if Illuminati is still out there and stuff, and they are still associated with all with Satanism and stuff, don't you think that they should be shut down if they do get discovered or whatever?
Well, I think everyone's certainly entitled to their own beliefs, but I mean, if the things you see online typically, the things that they accuse uh, Luciferianists of, uh, like mainly human sacrifice. If they're if
Yeah,
they're doing that kind of, they accuse them of human sacrifice and pedophilia. Of course, if they're doing that kind of stuff, then yeah, definitely shut them down because you can't do illegal things in the name of your
yeah,
religion. But
exactly.
I mean, as if they if they really think that the devil is worth worshiping, and they're not hurting anybody doing it, then I mean, I guess just leave them alone. But
Yeah. Now
you know
let me ask you this though. Some terrorist acts or school shootings. What happens if they were a part of the Illuminati and they were doing it for Lutheranism and Satanism? Like, wouldn't that be kind of crazy that it'd be
that
all
would
linked?
that would definitely be pretty crazy. I'm not sure what the statistics are of the a religious affiliation of those types of people. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what that would what the statistics on that are.
Yeah. Now, I mean, this is all kind of like, leading to the past, but like modern day right now, a lot of people think that, and this is like not county media, main people who study this stuff say that it doesn't exist anymore. It's just what like, and or maybe it's just not even the same idea anymore. Maybe it's just like it's still an association, but maybe they changed paths on what they actually want. Maybe they want to do like secret government task or something. Do you think that's a possibility?
Uh, like the aim of setting up a new world order.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I definitely don't think a new world order is something that we're gonna have to worry about anytime soon.
yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have to. I think it's gonna be many years down the road before we have to start talking about the prospect of a one world government and a
But
one world currency. I
but
think that's I think
if it did like start, it would definitely include these famous people like Jay-Z and all of them, and Barack Obama. I mean, one of the like most powerful people in this world that have millions of dollars. They're filthy rich. Like it would start
oh
with them
yeah.
because they would
Oh
have
yeah.
when you have money, you have power, folks. That's how this world is, and well, at least in 2019, that's how this world is. And it's kind of a horrible thing, but that's a very big possibility is if this big world order was going to start, it'd definitely be starting off with these massive celebrities. And yeah, I mean that's how it'd be linked. It's definitely linked to the Freemasons. A lot of people say that the Freemasons, obviously they're still around, but you know maybe that's what everybody's freaking out about. Maybe it's just the Freemasons that are just like maybe people are picking up on these like leaks, but that's actually just the Freemasons. And I mean, we wouldn't know, but there's a possibility that this whole thing is just like they say it's the Illuminati, but actually it's the Freemasons. And yeah, I mean that's probably what it is.
Yeah, there's a theory for you. The reason that that the Freemasons and the Illuminati were so closely linked all this time is because they were
Hmm.
actually the same organization.
Yeah,
How
that's a
about that for
possibility.
you?
Yeah, that's a possibility. And maybe Illuminati just like died off back in 19 or I mean not 19 1784. Maybe they did disband it, but then they regrouped back as the Freemasons. Because like right now, there is no evidence for a modern Illuminati right now. People are just making this, maybe just making this stuff up off of pop culture, feeding off of people, and they keep feeding off each other. Kind of like the idea of Bigfoot. I mean, we can do Bigfoot controversy sometime. Devin, I'd have to ask you on that one, but like it's kind of like the same idea of like Bigfoot, people just feed off each other of that because like one guy might have been like making the stuff up. He might have been looking through history books at like the Illuminati and stuff and been like, hey, be a funny prank, is if like telling other people who are gullible that that's still around and it's gonna be this massive corporation, and then that person goes on and
Yeah.
tells three more people, and maybe that's how it all like became accumulated into this like big pop culture spread. And I think that's what might be happening here. People is it might not exist anymore. The Freemasons might exist. I'm believing in that. What about you, Devin? Do you think the Freemasons are around still? The Illuminati might not, but do you think they are?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of room to deny the existence of the Freemasons, but when it comes to the Illuminati here, I think the only place that the Illuminati truly exists is in the minds and the stories of the people who believe in them. And
Hmm.
the more that we tell these stories of the Illuminati and how powerful they are and all the influence they have in the world, then the
Hmm.
stronger it's going to get. And you could see that in other movements. Not that this is really a movement, but you can see this in movements around the world where uh, the more people talk about them, then the more weight they gain, and the stronger their rhetoric is. Where you can and then the beliefs of the people who uh, who do believe in this stuff, their beliefs only get stronger. It's
Hmm.
a principle called group polarization.
Oh yeah.
When people uh, of a like belief, they come together and they talk about them, and then their beliefs only get stronger.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the flat Earth theory, which, oh boy, would I love to have an episode on that.
That'd be a very short episode, folks. If you guys want to
Man.
see like just a short, we see that's what we should do. I think is maybe a short snippet of that, and same thing with like Bigfoot. Maybe talk about because people. I'm sorry to say this, and I'm gonna bust this out right now, but I'm pretty sure Bigfoot isn't out there, guys. I'm sorry, but there's just no evidence of it right now. And if he did exist, he'd be definitely showing up a little bit more. But we might break that into another episode, break that topic down a little bit. We still have a lot more topics to talk about. But I mean, the Illuminati, staying on topic, is their goals were to be opposed to superstition, uh, obscurationism, which is like, the people who try to change others' minds based on their opinion, and then they're opposed against, religion. So, I mean, that backs up like the Satanism theory where, they didn't believe, like, they disliked the people who believed in God and stuff, and like, and honestly, uh, this like if they were around, they might have had a bigger influence than we thought. Maybe that was the born like this is stretching it, people, but maybe the any atheists out there are part of the Illuminati. What do you think, Devin? Do you think because that's linked, right? Because they're opposed to all this stuff. Maybe they're linked, but who knows? I mean,
Well, uh, I think if I mean their opposition to religion, I think would definitely fit in with uh, if their members were atheist or Satanist. But
yeah,
I don't think the fact that they were against religion, I don't think that fits in with the Luciferianism accusations, though,
yeah.
because I'm not sure. I'm just realizing this now that we've been talking this whole episode about like Satanism and Luciferianism, and I'm just realizing now that some of our viewers out there might not know that there's a difference between those two,
Yeah.
because the difference between them is Satanism is uh, where a person believes uh, that they should be worshiping themselves.
Mhm.
Uh, like the Satanic Bible is uh, like the holy book, the quote holy book of Satanism,
Mhm.
which basically uh, teaches its followers about self worship, whereas Luciferianism is what people often refer to as Satanism. What people think of when they think of Satanism is they're actually thinking of Luciferianism, because Luciferianism is devil worship.
Yeah.
So I don't think that I don't think that the Luciferianist accusations fit in with the fact that the Illuminati is against religion, you know.
Yeah.
But however, if many of their
I think
if the
I think that when they say like opposing religion, I think they just mean like maybe just like anti like believers in God and that part of it, but they might still believe
like
in
the like the
yeah
common religion,
yeah basically yeah exactly.
yeah, I could see that, yeah. But I think with their opposition to religion, I think it definitely fits in more with the category of most of their like the bulk of their members being either atheist or Satanist. I think those would fit a lot more uh, with the Illuminati being against religion,
Yeah.
is what I personally think.
I mean to wrap all this up, I mean I'd say on Illuminati being around still, I'm gonna say no because I think it's all based on pop culture. People are just trying to spread these fake accusations out there, and maybe it's just the Freemasons just hiding underneath the shadows right now. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna agree on this one. I'm gonna say that uh, until I see some more of this evidence that people
Hmm.
are pointing to of this supposed all powerful organization, until I see some more evidence of that, I'm definitely gonna hold off and say that it doesn't exist. I think it was truly disbanded
Yep.
in 1784.
And then some
So
guy back in 2000 something just brought it up to light, and then it's just spread like wildfire, and people just like, man, this is a great, meme. Maybe that's it. And I think that's honestly what's happening right now. Is
I
people are
think a
just,
lot of it. I think a lot of its spreading is
yeah,
definitely through through meme culture, which
it,
to
it,
think that
it
here in
yeah,
2019 the meme culture has such a big influence on our daily lives is
and
is
it's honestly not the
funny.
best
And
source. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best source to be following when it comes to this stuff, but
oh yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's definitely the root cause of this. I mean, but who knows, man? Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring up this little piece of quote evidence before we go. If people after the show want to check out something kind of creepy,
Mm-hmm.
if you go to www.itanimoli.com, which is Illuminati spelled backwards, so that's www.itanimulli.com. If you go to that website, you type it into your address bar, it takes you to the NSA's website,
Yep.
which is, for people who don't know, that's the government agency that collects all your information. It records your phone calls. It's probably watching me through my webcam right now. It's definitely
Ooh.
listening to us recording this podcast.
Yep. And they're probably
They
coming to send assassins to kill us right now, giving
Oh
out
yeah, they
this
they
information. But
they record every picture you take, every picture you don't take. So your cameras on your laptops, your cameras on your phones. If you've got the Xbox Connect, they're watching you through that. Uh,
Oh
they
yeah.
log every single call that's made in the U.S. They log who made the call. They log how long the call was. They log the call itself. They log who it was to. They log everything. They log every email you send. Uh, they get every uh, they listen through your phone's microphone. They're probably
Mhm.
listening through my microphone right now and Chris's microphone.
That's how they got Bill
So,
Cosby.
oh yeah.
That's how they
so
got him, boys. He
so
took the L.
so unfortunately for all you guys in the notification squad,
Oh yeah.
the NSA has already beat you to it. Except they're not willing to comment on that.
Yeah,
Luckily for you
they're
guys,
just
so you can just so
spectating
you
us right
can
now
real quick type in first, and
before the
although
NSA do.
technically you'll be wrong, but you will have the first comment still. So
Yep.
yeah, if you want to check that out, it works, and you can prove it yourself by typing that in. Once again, that's www.itanimulli.com. So I encourage you all to go ahead and try that. It's
Yep.
pretty creepy actually,
Yeah, it is
but
really creepy.
uh, but do I think that means the government is working with the Illuminati?
I don't
Probably
know.
not, but there's always the possibility.
All right. Till next week, guys.
Yeah, next week we are covering the is it Queen Celeste or is it Mary Celeste?
I don't, either or
I
probably.
think it's the Mary Celeste, or maybe it's even the Queen Mary Celeste. I don't know. It's some boat where we still got to do research for that episode.
Oh
So
yeah.
and the so yeah, that'll be up next week, and then we're gonna have to put down on the agenda somewhere where we're talking about other topics we brought up in this
This segment,
podcast and the
yeah.
last one. So yeah, you guys can comment
Mhm.
topics you would like covered, or
Yeah, exactly.
like we've mentioned in these videos, we're probably going to be covering aliens at some point. We had briefly mentioned possibly an episode on Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And then what do you think about what do you think about? Obviously, nothing would be set in stone right now except for next week's episode. But what about season finale? We talk about the flat Earth theory.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a
And
good
so
episode.
basically all it would be you and me going off about how stupid it is the entire episode.
Exactly. I'm
So
sorry
I
for
think
any
I
flat
think
earthers who are watching that. Just don't click on the video if you're a flat earther.
oh
You,
we're gonna get so
you're
much
gonna hit
hate.
that dislike button, and we don't want to hate on you guys. I'm sorry, but that's just how that's gonna be. I mean, if you can convince us in that comment of that video, so be it. Then we'll make a follow-up video.
Yeah, the funny thing is
And
that
yeah,
as soon as we release a video on the flat Earth theory and talk about how stupid it is, I guarantee you we will get rated by flat earthers, and
yep,
then we're gonna be the ones laughing at the end because then they just gave us their views and their clicks and their
exactly.
comments, which equals more promotion for us.
Yeah, we need to spread our channel, guys, to other conspiracy fans out there. So yeah, let's hope that happens.
So yeah, next week, Mary Celeste, and
Yeah,
nothing else is set in stone after that. But we will make sure to let you know
and
next week
comment
what.
down below what topic you want.
Yeah, it might be picked, and if it's picked, we'll give you a shout out.
Yep, we'll shout you out in the video. So yeah, till next week, boys.
See ya.
Illuminati confirmed.